It is Mahalaya Amavasya in the next few days. This is the time of the year where close to the autumnal equinox, this is the time of the year when the earth is most feminine, particularly in the northern hemisphere. The feminine quality of the planet is more enhanced. Literally across northern hemisphere, this is the time when water is a dominant element on the planet, except in California, of course. Water is a dominant element, so naturally it represents the feminine. So in this time of the year, the divine feminine is most active and available to people. So a 10-day festivity starts with this new moon, which is on 16th, 17th of this month. And as you know, 22nd, 23rd is the equinox. And as you know, I'm eternally grateful to the equinox in my life. I did not know it was equinox on that day. It's much later I realized, many years later I realized it was an equinox day. So, feminine being dominant, Mahalaya Amavasya is also seen as a time when our respects, regards and obeisance be paid to our ancestors. What is the significance of ancestors? They're dead, why should we bother about them? Well, the problem is, who you are right now, in today's world, you constantly being on Google, maybe you think you were delivered by the Google lady. The people that we refer to as your ancestors, they may not necessarily be wandering around, hanging onto the trees, but they're living within you. How much of ancestry stays alive within you? On one level, it enriches your life. On another level, it enslaves your life. We are who we are only because of our forefathers. What they learned, what they knew, their skills, their technologies, their sense of life, we have imbibed all of it knowingly or unknowingly, every one of us. At the same time, if you let them live too strong within you, you won't have a life of your own. Because then, do not underestimate the dead, they will try to live through you. This is why so much care was taken, not in any one culture, across cultures everywhere in the world. Certain things were done when people died, so that they don't try to live through you too strongly. Because if they live through you too strongly, your life is wasted. That is, you will not be a fresh life. You will be sort of a carbon copy of an old life. Unfortunately, many of you have this aspiration that you want to live through your children. No, that's the last thing you should do. Your children should live. You must enrich their life. You are like manure. Hello? Yes, if you are good manure, they will flower. If you smear yourself all over their faces, they will smell and stink like manure. Hello? You must be good manure for your children, rich manure, so that they will flower and they'll have a life of their own. It's very important. So every culture always took care to distance themselves from the dead in so many different ways. In India, we developed elaborate methodologies, chose times when we can do maximum in this direction, so that year on year, we create more and more distance. Just because you forgot about your dead grandparents or parents or of your forefathers, that does not mean they're gone. They live through you. The very way you sit and stand you may not understand this in the beginning of your life. When you're 18, 20, you thought you're definitely not going to be like your father or your mother, that's the last thing you want to be. You know, I'm talking about the free spirits. But by the time you're 45, you sit like them, you stand like them, you talk like them, you know. Unknowingly, even your body moves like them. This is because they're living through you. So this is a time of the year which is referred to as the Pitrupaksha. That means this is a time to attend to your ancestors. You may know them, you may not know them. Up to 12 generations of people are usually attended to so that they don't try to live through you. You distance yourself genetically from them so that this life operates and organizes itself as a fresh life, as a new possibility, that it doesn't become a repetition of the past.